I'm tired of it. I'm not people into it. All right. I literally got 2 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hold on one second. Hi guys, how are you? Welcome. Hi guys, how are you? Welcome. I'm seeing the link. Welcome. It is 9 o'clock. We are about to get started. You guys, I'm so glad I'm here, but I'm so sorry I'm late. Um, it's been I had this set up all today. I try. This shirt I'm wearing, this shirt is over 10 years old. I can't show you everything because it's short. You you guys, I see a little Joe man coming in. It looked like my little thing I'm doing. So to this topic, disclaimer, please, if you have kids around you, push them. Let them go in the room and stay away from this topic today. This topic is a little spicy. Tomorrow at 2:30, please, 2:30, come live, share it. I don't think I did a lot of ads for this. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. But share it, invite people. We're going to be doing a giveaway, but the giveaway is gonna be the answer to our questions. I have a few questions also, and I'll share that with the group. People do that. Now, I don't want to share my questions and numbers. So people have to phone my phone. So now let's probably just do a calling on the phone number, and you guys can chit chat. Send WhatsApp. Let's chit chat. Let's talk. You know. So just let me know. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, 2:30 to 3:30. We're going to be having the show at 2:30 to 3:30. We're having a giveaway every last Sunday of the month. We do a giveaway. You can pick out a question. Yeah, you get a little something. It's not really much. As a start, who knows how far this is going to go? So just make sure mark your calendar, mark it 2:30. So everybody in Liberia, 2:30 we're going to be going live. Okay, it's not going to be late tomorrow. It's going to be 2:30. So tonight I have to leave from here by 10 o'clock, 10:15 the latest. So night topic said, is sexual incompatibility a valid reason for ending a marriage? Or should one learn on the job? I should have put that in quotation. The job, quotation. How was your week? I usually am not really this open, sharing a lot of things, but I was super, super, super proud yesterday. Yesterday I got a surprise party for my team. I'm moving on to a new team. I got a promotion and moving on to a new team. And you guys, this was far, far one of the craziest and toughest journeys of my entire career that I've ever faced. It was stressful. It was no sleep, headache, and everything. I'm hoping now I can get some sleep and get my body back to how it used to be. I've been on the phone, food, eating, mom, life, children, work. It's been crazy. I know this is not a break, but I'm super, super excited for my next chapter. I had a party, I had gifts. You guys know what gifts I was leaving, a going away party. But, I didn't know. Everybody said I was mean, I was tall, I was this and that. But the team actually came around and said they really appreciate me. They enjoy working with me. They wish I could leave. I was like, ha! You don't know what you got to this gun. Now I'm leaving. What y'all gonna say? You know? But anyways, super excited. I am here and I'm ready to get started. So it's sexual incompatibility. Should that be a reason for someone to end a marriage? Let's talk about it. Why are my peeps? Where are you guys? The link is pinned in the comment section. Welcome to Let's Talk with Miss Fee. My name is Felicia. I am your host. I hope you love me. I'm here tonight. I know you guys probably popped in and was like, what's going on? Where is the show? You guys, I always set it for 8:30, but we start the conversation at 9 o'clock. As always, if you're a seasoned follower, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Set your notification. Be ready every time 9 o'clock we get started, by the way. 8:30 is just kind of like coming in here for small talk. Today I didn't really have any small talk because I was busy with the kid trying to get them away from so I could have this time to talk to you guys. This kind of feel like my little mini team. I love it. So welcome. Let's jump into this side of the conversation. I gotta see the nine. So what is the job? The job. The job is the marriage. The marriage is a contract. It's a job. It's a it's a contract you sign with someone that you're going to be there for them through death. It's a contract you sign that say, hey, I think I can tolerate you for the rest of my life. So we're in this to the end. And no matter what, I am your guarantor. I will be here. I guarantee you, I'm here for you. I'll be there for you through sickness, through health, anything. You are the life partner that I'm choosing to spend this in my life. That's how I understand what marriage contracts are. Now, we do know we live in modern society where people have a choice to do whatever. It's their body, their mind, and their soul. They can do whatever they want. So, my question is If you're not compatible in that area, is that something you can learn from each other? Is that something you be like, you know what? I'll learn this later on. We'll learn on the job, or it should be a reason that the entire contract, this contract that you have told someone, you promise, it's like a promissory note. You have said, you guys who take a note understand that that's the promissory note, right? It tells you all the stipulations, loans you're taking. Of course, many of us do not read the full print, and it tells you the type of loan that the company has promissory note that you're signing, and that depends on it. So, again, thanks to Donald Trump, we did not have excellent managers that were looking around trying to figure it out. Is this it? Is that? Is that? Now we know marriage between men and women as it used to be. I know, controversial, but let's jump into it. Let me share a little bit. You guys, I came in late, so please, please bear with me. Bear with me. How are you doing? I had so many birthdays. So on Tuesday, on Tuesday, our co-host had his birthday. I wish he was here so we can say, "Hey, happy birthday." We can sing happy birthday to him. But he's not on here yet. Hopefully he's gonna show face. But he had a birthday, and then we have so many birthdays going on. Then I have my brother-in-law, Elton. Shout out to you. He had a birthday too. Happy birthday. And then we had today. It's baby L. That's his son. Baby L. Today's his birthday. Shout out to him, you guys. I just been here. I've been cooking, and today's his birthday. So I was like, okay, let me do this, and then I'm done. I'll toss some time for this. But no, I didn't. I didn't even create the reels that I wanted to create. So, like, all the chat I'm supposed to create about maybe the next uh, Bible show we will be able to do that. We'll see how that goes. But you guys, I totally feel this one. I did not do much. I didn't really try to, but I feel this. I think I need some weight now. This year, I was like, I'm natural. I go with my own hair. I pull this thing off. But y'all, this is a good way to put some wig. Okay. So just give me a few moments. We gotta get some people in here before we get started on this topic. Let's just create some small people. So I'm starting my new position on Monday, and I'm glad that the transition is through the weekend because you guys, I used to work overnight and now I'm doing it. Wish me all the luck. You guys, so what are some things? How do you think I approach this routine? Because the environment I'm coming from, I already had a back story. I already knew like what I was getting into. This new this new thing I'm about to start. I shouldn't say new thing, it's a new hospital. And it's funny, it's right across from the other hospital. So this new hospital that I'm starting at, what is your suggestion? How do I start everything? Because I have zero backstory on these people. And I'm sitting here trying to come up with a plan, my little speech, you know, day one, it says so much about me there, and it's like this girl gonna show up and it's short. black girl, a bunch of older people. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what she is." They're probably gonna be like, she ain't gonna last. She ain't gonna last. So how do I start out? Because I know this team, my first day speech was I like to. You guys, I'm dying here. I'm just doing small talk. I need to share this so more people can come on so we can get started. I can't just be talking to the camera. I gotta talk to someone. I think someone is watching. Someone just like. So, how would you start a speech if you were given a role as a director? How do you start? This is huge to me. This is, I know some of you guys are like, whatever, whatever, but it's a huge deal. And this is actually what will make or break my career. And a lot is riding on it. So, how would you start it? How would you approach the people? When I have zero backstory of what I'm walking into on day one. Um, I don't know what. So in my company, they called me the fixer. I don't know what it's called, a fixer wholesaler. So I'm just here thinking like, how do I handle a bunch of tall, big people that I am like, okay, let me tell you guys, I am 5'2" tall, 5'2", 5'2". I'm very, very short, 5'2", the average. Don't lie, please don't lie. I am an woman, average woman, and my co-partners are all men. Right, right. Salome is watching. Shout out to you. How are you? Welcome. Yeah. Salome, how do I start this speech? My very first speech to the team was at my old location. I was just an old manager. I just said, I love to win. And if you're not ready to win, you can walk out. So that was the speech. And of course, on the side, little like, but now this is, you guys, I've prayed for this. I've wanted it. I have worked so hard for this, and now I've got it. It's right in my hand. Um, day one, D-Day, is Monday. So tomorrow, I gotta get out of here. This show really fast, really, really fast. All right, I think I've invited enough people. We can get started with the show. Let's get started. Let's see here. First, we're gonna start out with the funny. Hola, hola. How are you laughing? I just hear running my mouth. I
Oh,
yell.
Abby, you see the new knee you scare?
What a new news is new age. Let Jimmy call here for you. The new
Jimmy, no.
yeah. You want to see our Carlos had his birthday. He's not here yet. Shout out to him. You guys, with all further ado, the the new age Andrew. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Madam Senior Host.
Welcome. How you feeling this new age? You feel different or tell us.
Yeah, I feel different.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
Have good.
give the Almighty the glory for at least keeping me alive, and at least some people of my age, even younger than me, you know. See, Salome, thank you, baby. I love you. Thank you, darling. Some people of my age, you know, they didn't reach to see their age, their
Yeah.
birthday. And some people, like just yesterday, 2 days ago, a young little girl, 15-year-old, was murdered by her boyfriend, all kind of stuff. But I'm
But
grateful. I'm
that's
grateful.
real on Angel.
Yeah, India, yeah.
I saw a
Yes.
lot of them.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm grateful to God for the new age. I'm just praying that I will be able to go longer. I will live to see my grandchildren and my great grandchildren.
So that you will.
Even though I don't have one yet. I don't have a grandkid yet, though.
Don't agree. Don't you have grandkids? Because our kid and I agree.
I know, right? Okay. The two the two troublesome.
I didn't put my age because they kept running around and said, "Oh no, let me block this thing. Let me go move these people around." I
I
went
know.
on around. Those kids are hard. So let me say she love you too. Um, yeah, don't worry, it's coming.
No wahala.
I'll be ready to babysit.
Where tell her there? I said the other two are getting the other two are no right now. Get no one else. You bring anyone on your own.
Someone got message me say, "Oh, so I have be Bonnie." I said, "Yeah."
Yo, you bring anybody there you on your own, my dear. I
He
was
said,
just tell my niece and nephew. I say, yo, that one way can you just beat it?
I know, right? Yeah, when that young lady jealous,
Yeah, but
I,
there's a beautiful topic we want to discuss tonight. I don't know where are the people.
I know, right? Maybe they'll join when we're about to leave. But when we're about to leave, nobody should come in because tomorrow we have an early show and I have to go to church tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
me, I think I need to go to church tomorrow for long. I haven't gone to church.
yeah.
Yeah, almost
This
3 months I haven't gone to church.
birthday, even though I am a little bit, I'm low key high, but this birthday is a little different for me coming up. I
I
prayed
know.
here. You know, I think 2 months ago, somebody that I shared birthday with passed away. And it's just coming in full swing because I know like when my birthday is about to come, we will be communicating and be hyped about it. Oh my gosh, my birthday coming. And last year that person found on, to the Lord. So that's kind of like, oh wow. That my um cousin I told you about, right?
Yeah.
So this year is a little. I think this is the first year my birthday is gonna be a bit dry, a little different. But it's all for growth and reflection. I'm just grateful. We'll see. But yeah, let's jump to the topic. I think first we should talk about incompatibility, right? Um, what is that? Like, what is incompatibility? I guess. Yeah. Well, let me get the word for. I was telling him, how will you start out with a team? I'm trying to pull my notes out. Um, how do you start out? What would be your introduction speech when you meet a new team? That basically everybody says so much about you, but you still out there and you're like this short little thing, and you have no idea where you're going. What would be the first word you say?
Yeah. So like I said, so the two topic are they just one topic or the in connection with the same thing, or
Yeah, it is.
so is someone learning on the job? I don't understand about learning on the job. Is like
Should I put that in a quotation? So this topic is kind of from that video that was posted.
okay.
Um, it's kind of like That topic
I
was
understand. I understand where you're going now already. I got it already.
right.
Okay. Good evening, viewer. Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you are tonight, and you watching us. And we want to say welcome to the program. Let's talk with Miss Fee, and I'm a co-host. My name is Andrew. But for tonight, you see my new age, so I have a new age, so I'm using the new age Andrew. I will continue to use the new age Andrew until we get into February. So for now, I'm using the new age. Tomorrow on in the program again, you will see the new age Andrew. So the name will not change here until. But on a serious note, like just an interesting topic that we have to discuss. It's very important. Sexual incompatibility. Whether it's a valid reason for any a marriage, or somebody should learn on a should learn on the job. That means learning. You should be in there and learn those things you want to do. Now, how? I mean, let's first of all understand the word incompatibility first. From my own understanding, when we talk about incompatibility, it means that both of you are not going parallel.
Right.
You are not in the same direction. You are going on opposite side. And so so the other person, what brings about the incompatibility in sexual relation, the sexual incompatibility, probably one person's sexual drive is higher than the other person's sexual drive. So you see, into relationship, some people's sexual drive is very high and the other is lower. So when it continues like that, it might lead to incompatibility. So probably the man is a person who sexual drive is high, and every day, every night he wants to, have sex. But to answer the question for me, I don't think it's a. Let me answer the question.
Right.
I
Okay.
don't think it is a valid reason, to end a marriage, and I believe both of them should work it out to know the reason why causing someone's sexual drive to be lower or be dry to be high. But I think to answer the question first, let me set the premise.
Mhm.
No, it is not a valid reason to end in marriage. Yes, people should learn on the job. That's my intro first before I go into details.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the show, Anna. Let me just shout out to you people, Liberian Eminent. Welcome to the show. You made it in. He said we have here. Beautiful Felicia. Oh, thank you so much. Every day he must eat chicken. You and that man. Every day he must eat chicken. Hmm. That's not what we're talking. Welcome, Anna. I want us to define what sexual incompatibility basically is. Words, what the internet says. It says it means when two partners in a relationship have significantly different sexual needs, desire, or preference, leading to lack of satisfaction or connection during sexual activity. This will, this will include differences in frequency of sex, types of foreplay, fantasy, or overall sexual intensity that are difficult to reconcile. So I think you kind of like already laid that out there. I just want to give a little background. Basically, we watched a clip that I couldn't get the clip on here. I was trying to get it, but that clip's too long anyway. In there, the lady that was preaching or the evangelist basically was encouraging young women not to leave their relationship. I think she had a question that is it possible she can leave her relationship if she's not being satisfied in that relationship? And the preacher went on and just basically said that no, there's no need to leave the relationship. You should learn the job. And there were other stuff attached to that. I just want to build the premises for you guys to understand where the topic came from. So for me, I really do not think I should have put that lure on the job in quotation. Basically on the job it's like you're married,
Yeah, but you can still go back and edit it. You can still go back and edit.
go back on there. So on the job, basically your relationship, marriage is a contract. Basically, you're saying you will be there for that person through thick and thin. Whatsoever happens to them, you assume responsibility for them. So trying to hang your marriage on just because you're not satisfied in bed or they're not good with it, not a
Um,
good, reason. So
so
let's that Anna go ahead and take it on one.
so when I heard this topic, I was actually thinking you were talking about experience on an actual job. But now that you're talking about sexual compatibility, I definitely don't think you should. I don't. I'm somebody that don't believe in
Right.
dating. Is it courtship that Christians call it? Courtship
Yeah.
without without intimacy, because one, I'm
Really?
sorry to say, yeah, and I'll say this, right?
It's sorry. That's your opinion. Let
Yes,
us.
it's my opinion. That's why I say I don't believe,
Right.
right? It's good to marry someone that both of you have not experienced it before, rather than you marrying somebody. Like, I know some guys who say, I want to marry a virgin, right? I don't think it's fair
I
for a
think.
man to say, I want to marry a virgin, because, especially if they're not virgins,
Right.
because one, that person is not experienced, and then when that person actually gets in a relationship, they try it, they may not like it, they don't know what it's supposed to feel like. And you see a lot of times most women will say, I'm not happy, they're not this, they're not that, because they've not tried different things to really know what they actually like. So
Really?
I personally feel like the only time two couples should really marry is if they've both b- either they're both virgins or both not virgins. I don't think that one person should not be a virgin and the other person should be a virgin, because one, that other person is losing, because they don't know what is out there, they don't know if it's sweet or bitter. Now, as far as the topic of today, what?
No, no, no. I said, I'm sorry. I'm being silly right now. But disclaimer, just real quick, Anna. I'm sorry. Before you lost your train of thought. Disclaimer, please, if you have anybody under 18 sitting next to you, do not watch this episode. Please, please, you have to be 18 or above to watch this. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'll try to be discreet. I'm sure everybody will understand. I personally believe that it's okay for two virgins to marry and two non-virgins to marry. I don't think that is fair for somebody to not be a virgin and say, I only want to marry a virgin. Now, to the question you asked, is sexual incompatibility a reason for ending a marriage? No, it's not. The reason why I say that is because of my first point. If you guys had tried it in the beginning, you would know that this person is this one is your spec or it's not your spec, because you know the person's thing, if it was good or not good. But if you have never tried it and then something happens down the line, you start finding yourself being bored. You start finding reasons why you don't want this person. I have a friend recently that I have a friend recently that was married to this girl for like maybe 7 years. They have two beautiful kids together. And all of a sudden she woke up and said she and the guy are not compatible. I mean, this is someone you dated prior to marrying. You didn't know that you're not compatible with him. You waited until 10 years down your marriage, you say you guys are not compatible. It doesn't make sense to me. There are other reasons why people come up with sexual incompatibility as their reasons to do that. There's more to it that they're not telling. Because truly, a man's way of doing the do is not different when you guys are dating and when you guys are married. unless you guys have issues or communication problems that will help you realize that, okay, this was not what I wanted. But initially, the same way that that person will be doing it would never change unless they have a physical limitation when they're older or during your marriage or your relationship. So I don't think that that's a good reason for somebody to leave a person, because you should have tried it before getting into that relationship. And in that relationship, don't ever put yourself in the position where you're like, okay, I'm marrying you. It's not good, but I think it's going to get better. It will never get better. So as you're trying it from that beginning, just keep learning the person, which is the reason why you have to date people for a few months or a year or so, to really get to know them on that intimate level. Because trust me, intimacy is a huge part of couples staying together. I would not lie about that. So if you're not enjoying it from the beginning, you will not enjoy it at the end.
Really?
Sorry. Yeah.
Wow. Because okay, so what do you say to people who, as a Christian, because we are encouraged not to partake in premarital sex, right? Before marriage, you're saying no, try it out first and see if.
No,
So then,
no, that's not what I said. I said, if you, I don't encourage two people that, so I don't encourage the, like, if one person is not celibate, or is not, what's the word?
a
A
virgin.
virgin. Yes. If
Okay.
you're a virgin, marry a virgin. So that is fair, because
So
you
it's
guys are both trying, you guys will learn different things together. It's a learning experience for both of you. It's not fair for one person who has never tried it to be the one in the relationship, and then they end up realizing, I'm not really enjoying this, it's supposed to be painful, right? You guys have to both learn it together, because you will not feel bored. For a man who has experienced it, let's say the man was the one that was not a virgin and then the girl was a virgin, right? The man may know different positions and the like, but the woman has never experienced those types of things. It may be painful at first because she has never experienced it, right? But if both of them say, okay, it's painful, but we can learn together. Okay, let's try it this way. It's not working. Let's try another way. Like, I think that is more helpful than someone that already knows what to do and what to expect, and then go to someone that doesn't have it.
so
So
you,
to answer your question, I'm not saying that there's a word that we call it in church, like abstinence, right?
yeah.
Abstinence before marriage is always a good thing. That's why it's good to be with someone that is also abstaining together. So no one is saying that that's a bad thing. But if you definitely want um to start afresh, to be like brand new and enjoy a lasting relationship where you guys are exploring together, it's advisable to either be abstinence with your spouse, and then you guys get married and then learn it together, than marrying someone that has never done it, because that's your particular preference. I don't think that that's fair. But it's good to be to be abstinence, to do the abstinence stuff is good. Lucky you. But if you definitely want to try something different to know what you really want, I advise you to try different things.
Thank you. Let's hear from our co-host. I'm a little bit here like thinking, well, if I'm a virgin and he's not, wouldn't he teach me? Like, can I learn? So let's hear from our co-host. It's a little cold where I'm at. Let me check my heat a little bit, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you so much, and Anna, thank you, welcome, and thank you for the birthday greetings, wishes to me. I saw it. I appreciate every one of you on the team, man. Yeah. That's why you see the new age Andrew, Anna. So got a new age on
I
2 days.
love it. I love it. I was gonna comment on that.
Oh,
I
really?
love the new age, new you, new age, new you.
New age,
I
new me.
love
You
it.
you got it right. Yeah. I mean, you struck a brilliant point. That I have some a little agreement on two. You made a point. You cannot be You cannot be a non-virgin and wanting to marry a person who is a virgin. That isn't fair to the other partner. So you cannot be demanding what you are not and you want for the other person to have, which is unfortunate. It should not work in that way. And like for me, even though I'm a Christian, right? I play a key role in my church. But I don't subscribe to that thing of oh sex sex non before no sex before marriage. And you should be dating and then you have no relationship in the course until I get a different view from that. Socially, the biblical view, I get it from that. But I think the topic on discussion, incompatibility, is not a valid reason why people should dissolve their marriage or marriages because of incompatibility. And you said it great from the beginning. Then, and I say one say on one of the show here we're having, I think on issue of marriage. I said what you cannot change before marriage, you cannot change it after marriage. If the person is this kind of person, their attitude, if you can change it before you get married to the person, it will be difficult for you to change it after you get married. So if you didn't if you don't know the person's sex drive, to know the person's sexual drive, how the desire, how the person look. Maybe the person want to have sex maybe every day, he want to have it twice or thrice a day. Or before the net ends, you want to have it 2 or 3 times before the net ends. You didn't know all of those things and you got married. And the person wants to do it every time. You're going to break your marriage because of that. So you should learn it on the job. You should get yourself because you already into that. And that's why I love the Catholic. I'm not a Catholic, but they say once married, you are married. You cannot divorce. They don't support divorce. They don't support divorce. So you as the couple, both men or woman, whatever, once you know that the person's sexual desire is drive is high or lower, someone can call 1 minute man. You got married to the person, you have not done any and then a previous thing with the person before, and you got married to the person. At the end of the day, the person is not satisfying you sexually in bed, and then someone call you 1 2 10 seconds man or chicken man. Yeah, at the end of the day, you want to leave him. You're gonna harm yourself. You're gonna harm yourself. Then you're not happy in your marriage. You're gonna leave that and want to and probably go up on the other side and try to get sexual satisfaction there. And so that is why it is important for you to always, you know, to 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 know the person you are going to get married to. If I'm the man, I'm getting married to the woman, and I have that sexual drive. My sexual drive is high, and my woman's sexual drive is not high. There's a way we got to do it to satisfy each other. So maybe I got to lower my expectation. I say since horse is not high, let me drop mine. Since horse is high and my own is lower, she also have to drop horse. So that we want to balance the equation. But if one person says, well, if your sexual drive too high, and me I can't do it too much, and then you want to leave the marriage. Oh, you can't perform. You can't do this. So do you have an experience? Did you go somewhere and learn it from that and then see the person is not performing, the person is performing? So for me, it is not. It's good for someone to learn it on the job. There's something that I'm doing, and you, the wife, you don't know it. I would leave you on a sexual drive higher. If my sexual drive is higher, and you, madam, your own is not high, what I need to do, then talk it over. Then to satisfy you as my wife, I gotta drop myself. So if I wanted to feature, I want to eat something, maybe you have to have sex, maybe 2 times a night. I will say, look, this is a situation. I will drop it 1 time. Then she will understand it. If she want to do it maybe 3 times a night before the night ends, Hey, madam, I tell you I gotta go to work and next month I'm not be able to do it. I'll bring it down to one time. So there should be understanding between the two the partners. Because when there is no understanding between the partner, one person who is high and one person who is lower, at the end of the day, it will bring confusion. And once it brings in confusion, it leads into the dissolution of the marriage. And God doesn't like the dissolution of marriage like that. God does not is entertain divorce. He's not the author of confusion. So he will not entertain that. And this is what the Catholic says. They will not entertain divorce in a church. So it's rather both of you learning on the job. You already in the process. So the good of both of you are learning on the job. So whosoever has an issue, it's just you have to talk about it. But again, I will make it clear, and someone can quote me verbatim that sexual incompatibility is not enough reason to quit your marriage. Whatever the person is doing, he one is doing, advise to each other. Look, this is I think it's too much for me. This way, I don't go the way. Let's discuss it. Let both of you understand about it and flow together. In the absence of that, one person will run in cheating and submit and listen to the other to the team.
Thank you so much. I agree with you guys to a certain degree. Now, I have my own little thing about, I understand people should date before marriage and get to know each other, but I feel like sex is something that's gonna, I hate to use this word, but I'm gonna use it anyways. I think it's fluid. And I don't want to using the term, not other people use it and say, it changes time to time. But it is. It really does change it. It depends time and place was. So I feel like I don't think is a good reason to um end your marriage. But I also think oh, can you guys hear me?
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Just like you coming a little bit broken.
Oh, okay. Oh no. How about now? Is it okay? Oh, okay. Maybe because
Yeah,
I
go
was
ahead.
from that. Yeah, because I saw a comment on it. I feel like it's fluid, and I think that's one thing. Yes, intimacy level is something that's it can break your relationship, like completely, like dissolve the marriage. But I also feel like it's a wake up call because both of us should be able to communicate and listen to each other. Like it's a moment of renewing your love or relationship. That's how I see that. So that's another form of communication between you and your partner. So if there's some type of incompatibility there, that's something that should have been discussed in the dating years, I guess. That's where I agree with Anna on that. But where when you guys say once is bad, I don't believe that. I feel like it depends on the individual who's really willing to put the work in and understand. I also don't think a lot of people should date around before, like having so many experiences. I think that's what create all these incompatibility things when it comes to like being intimate with your partner because you've had so many experiences around and now you're trying to fit it in and I just think like people have to prioritize what is important. Okay, so if you have that compatibility with someone, why didn't you stay there? Which means being satisfied or like having whatever you're looking for was not the priority. Your priority was somewhere else, and this person probably have 95% of your priority, and now they don't have it. Instead of you breaking up your relationship, try to seek understanding. Try to understand what can you do. Can they meet you halfway, like um a new age Andrew said? Can you meet halfway? Where can we meet? And then, are you able to talk to someone like a counselor to guide you on what it is to do? Sometimes this person is doing outrageous stuff, which a lot of people out here doing crazy things, and you really can, and they're trying to do all this crazy stuff. I think at a certain degree, um, I think it can be a reason to break the relationship to the extreme point where somebody is actually doing that to be abusive. Like treating you in a way. Some people do a lot of kinky crazy stuff. So if
No,
the
no,
woman,
no, fee. I understand your point. For me,
yeah,
for once it's something that abusing another person, I think
yeah,
that's not a problem with that. That I will have a problem with that. One is abusive. That is another topic by itself. But in how do you call it, a
incompatibility,
relationship, a relationship that is a conducive relationship where both the husband love the wife love the husband, and they are intimate, and they are having their affairs, and because one person is not performing at the expectation of the other person, does not lead the way to dissolution of the marriage.
I
That's
agree.
my point. But if it is abusive, that is another topic by itself we can discuss that we will not support. But once it is not abusive, and the man goes into bed and then he's trying to have sex, he having sex, and maybe you expecting him to go to last between five, because normally I tend to be corrected, but
Right.
normally it actual sex between a man and a woman should last, you know. I mean, for both men to reach or the woman to reach occupancy or whatever the case, we go to deeper, right? For me,
Right.
my understanding, a maximum of five between 5 10 minutes is okay. Anything beyond 10 minutes for me is a problem.
What? You
Look,
mean
guess
like
what?
play and all that?
5 minutes. If a man is having sex on a woman, at least about 5 minutes is there. He having sex is okay. Maybe if you got a sexual drive, he might go 10 minutes. Then it's also okay too. But anything beyond 10 minutes, 15 minutes, someone last it late on somebody's child for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you say in the need of having sex, that you then something might wrong with you. Maybe you get extra substance in your system
I
that
need,
happening to it. Vice
I need
versa.
like,
Statistics.
Vice versa. Okay, Peterson, you laughing.
I
But
just like now.
that's the point. So if you're doing it that way, and you every time you come from work, cool, you want like a woman for you to go and have sex, and you don't want to because your sexual drive is so high. Every time, even the man come from work, he tired. 9 o'clock in the night, he tired. The Peterson maybe he just came from work, he turning off, then he breaking off. He saying he can't do something, and he's not in a position.
I
And and,
enjoy
and,
looking
and
around
before you
you.
even have sex, both of you should it should be something that both of you should play. It should be even you're not playing this. But there's somebody, maybe you see your wife, you so fresh to you new, you see your relationship, you just see that person and say, no, I want to have sex. It's something that whatsoever see one another, it's something that it can attract the both for you together. It's something that attract people. Sex attract people together.
Nigeria
Okay?
internet ask you a question 15 minutes per round. Okay.
You know, so that is that. That is that. So
Right.
for me, if the abusive part, if you're abusing a person, each brother woman can abuse men too, though. We will not
Right.
support that. But in a marriage where a conducive marriage environment, sexual incompatibility should not change. Both of you should understand it and learn from each other to go ahead. I mean, I stop there for now. Peterson just shown up. Probably he got a word to say.
What you just said, you just stirred the pot. I'm just telling you, you just stirred the pot. Welcome,
Again,
Peter.
what?
Started something in the comment section. Nigeria internet will read his comment later on. Welcome, Peter. Saying how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's a good topic, but I thank God that we are here today and something like that. Everyone is here to give their perspective. I don't know, are we giving our experience, perspective based on experience or perspective on a general level?
My man, you
So,
go ahead and see what you want to see.
so
I
I saw,
want to respond.
I saw the topic, I started laughing. I said, the one co-host here today, I hope you're not giving trouble.
Oh, I just said something in that comment section. I started so fast.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. And Fee, thank you for the topics. I mean, this is social stuff, and people can discuss these things because um, they are small and they may be petty to people, and they may be shameful to other people. But issue about sex, I don't think is something that people should dodge when it comes to talking about it. It's necessary
Yeah.
to talk about it. And so, from my own perspective,
Mhm.
uh, on a general level, uh, I have not made a specific research as to what the average time people spend doing the period of intercourse,
Right.
because sometimes it varies. In fact, normally as a man, sometimes you don't even spend quite 5 minutes. You don't even spend 4 minutes. Sometimes again, you find yourself going extra mile. Okay, so it's like to be measurable is something where people researcher may have like try under normal circumstances. We're talking about we are not talking about people who are out there on the block, or that are going to do something for, let's say, economic reason and stuff like that. No, we're talking about normal circumstances where a man married a woman and everybody is under a normal condition. And what could be the average time if you go in bed with a spouse. Now, in that, I can say it varies. There are people with different sexual drive.
Right.
Yeah, there are people with different sexual drive, and you cannot take it from any other person. And there are people too who suffer from some other petty sicknesses, and that cause quick ejaculation, and there are some women too who do not even like sex, and they just have sex when they feel they have to. So as such people, in fact, they kill the spirit of a man who want to have sex with them. They don't, because a grown up people, if you start to rise up, you are not like 16 years old. I'm sorry, I'm saying 16. You are not like 18 years. You are not like an 18 years old child. You're not like 18 years old child who will be like, very active. By
Mhm.
the time you start rushing out with a lady, and quickly sometimes you are disabled. So the period there, I can say maximum you get 5 minutes on a normal circumstance. In the period, I'm not talking about a play around and what have you. No, we are not talking about it. But the period of intercourse, if you can have the period between 5 to 10 minutes there, then you are somebody special. If you hit in 10 minutes to, yeah, above that, then you are somebody special. But if you are like five, a little bit above in the period of that, yes. But again, people can go above that. Even under normal circumstances, a man sometimes, when things normal, you can even go far. You don't even know whether you are gone far. So that's how I see it. So for our listener, I know topics that the people should respond to it. And Mile, I don't know, but based on experience, at least the female need to say something, because because
They're
female
so crazy right now. Okay.
female could say something, because they could be quickly, like they could be attentive to that time of, because men, it's very difficult for men to really determine whether you stay long or not, especially after work, like the co-host was saying. And by the time you touch somebody, you start briefing a cow. You start briefing a cow. The woman will be saying, "What the men do? Why are you briefing at this? Why are you briefing at this?" So similar to like the video I sent today.
Makes me laugh. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. That was awesome. Uh, thank you so much for that. I agree. Ladra Eminem, he's crazy in that he said, when feet are what? It is safe to say, 5 to 10 minutes is no go.
But let me read what he said.
Funny comment.
At that point, it is safer.
Yeah, few were like, what? You want to kill somebody, child?
What? 5 minutes?
Yeah, but 5 to 10 minutes is normal. 5 to 10 minutes is
Five
normal.
to 10 minutes is normal. You can when you go above
When
now, then
when you go above that, there's something wrong with you. Then you operating, you operating under the influence or something.
Because
but
I just clarify, I said what because I thought 5 to 10 minutes include all the whole section. I said what?
some people 5 to 10 minutes like nothing. I tell you no lie.
Talking about?
That that exclude the foreplay.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Five to
now,
10 minutes exclude the foreplay. The foreplay is not counted in that.
now for
Foreplay is not counted in that. And I think seriously, seriously, realistically approaching social issue,
yeah,
people go beyond that. To be
right.
frank, we are just looking at average.
On the average. I think that is the average. Actually, I'll look that up. But I agree with you guys. I think I agree to a certain degree. I think it depends on people's experience and what substance they have in their body as well, right? Because some people will take alcohol and say,
Oh,
to the fire.
Let me say this. I just look it up just now. What we're talking about here,
Hmm.
we are even above. It says according to therapists, most therapists, the normal sexual intercourse period lasts between 3 to 10 minutes.
Is that science? Is that science?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
3 to 10 minutes. Did you say 3 to 10 minutes?
It lasts between 3 to 10 minutes.
But I was so I was within. I said at least
Those are
five to
one
ten
minute
Yeah, yeah,
minutes.
that's
men.
what I'm saying. You're right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying yes. It's the normal time. I'm sorry, 3 to 13 minutes. It's not 10 minutes. 3 to 13
That,
minutes.
that that's 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 a 1 minute man.
So 3 to 13 minutes. That's why it says. It's
I
not
know
according to most sex
what
therapists.
But that is normal. That should be normal. Anything
Does
beyond that,
this
you
include
operating
does
under the
this
influence or
include
something.
foreplay?
No, foreplay is not there. It's not there.
Okay, okay, okay.
I know saying you wanted to hear from the women's side. The thing is, women, I feel like women enjoy um, sexual, intimate moments, right? More than men do because we have the ability to climb out multiple times within that section, right? And you guys only have one time. Well, some men can, I don't know what they can do. But I know some men, majority of men on the average, is one time you guys can climax, right? But women, you can climax multiple times within that time period. So if a woman, and most men, I really do believe most men do not understand the women's body when the woman is saying we're not compatible. One, she probably is not able to communicate with her partner, which that's a problem already. Because I feel like you should be able to communicate with your partner what's going on in that moment. And the man shouldn't feel like, and most African men feel like, oh, where you been here? Where you coming from? Um, they're not being in their conversation.
Can I interject? Can I interject?
Sure, go ahead.
I think that there's no time limit when it comes to, reaching climax between a male and a female. I think that once you understand your bodies, even you can still be satisfied within 5 minutes or within whatever minute. So I don't think that there's a specific
Anna,
time.
that's how the fashion should be. That's how the fashion should reach between, in my point opinion. Even if you may say I will speak from experience, fine. But that's how the fashion will be between 5 to 10 minutes. or 3 to 13 minutes. That's the fastest you reach. Anything beyond that point, I agree the point you're stressing. I'm not cutting you or you come in, Anna. But there's a time if you understand the person, your body, if I have both of you relate. In fact, sometimes a woman, in a man and a woman, they both of them meet. Even in romancing, they when the kissing, doing all kind of the foreplay, it can make one person say, "Oh, I'm okay now. I can't even go further." So it depends the connection between the both partners. But on the average, we say if the man to reach orgasm, the man to reach orgasm between 3 to 13 minutes, that is passenger rare, initially I said 5 to 10 minutes, that is the maximum. Anything beyond that, in my opinion, is something you operating under the influence.
I'll have to
For
look
women,
this one up.
they mostly reach climax faster as compared to women.
And that's actually got to look it up. But it's true though. That's
You
the
gotta look it up. It's true, Anna. Is
average.
unless maybe you looking it up by asking people. That's a different thing. Because this thing when you if I mean, sometimes we gotta do justice to our public. Topics like this, let's give it like a 1 or 2 weeks in advance, and the co-host can play score on some people. You look at me to give their personal, I got an experience. The same time too, the host of self can ask for other people because the thing is like this, right? For men, we can be open to each other. My man, I'm looking ugly with you though. I can just end this way. We can just go with joke like that. But
Right.
female, it will take
Man, the man said, God, Father, 10 minutes. I'm talking about the 21st church.
what the guys say here.
He's too funny. But you guys, before we even go further, Salome has some really good point up here that I want us to look at a little bit.
What she says.
Let
Okay.
me say, she said, I don't know much about marriage, but I think from a Bible perspective, sexual incompatibility is not a reason for ending marriage. But the little understanding from the Bible
Hello?
is
Hello?
What is happening to your
I
mic
just
with you
read
there?
I
It's
just
not
I just I just read it. It says it's 5 to 7 minutes, not 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes
it,
or
it
30.
depends which
So we're still in the
researcher
same
you're
range.
reading.
We still read in the same range.
Which researcher you reading, Hannah?
Oh, let
It
me
So,
look
so
takes
there. The
Plessy,
source.
to certify, even to certify it, we are still in the same range.
it's saying
right.
the range
Yeah.
5 to 10. I mean, 13 minutes. I mean, 3 to 13 minutes. Some people say 3 to 13 minutes, and other people say 5 to 7 minutes.
And those who say 3 to 13 minutes, they don't have own experience. Those who say 5 to 10 minutes on their own experience. Those who
No, these
say
are
5 to
researchers. These
7
are
minutes on their own
researchers.
experience.
These are researchers. Done. The researcher actually do more work because they will want to prove a point. They do more work going beyond, they go even in some areas. Therapists are people who like do the counseling, marriage counseling, and other stuff. And so they talk to you and you will be able to speak to them. So they're taking their statistics, okay? Taking their statistics. Even medical people test they do and what have you, and they may know much about it. So they are giving you uh, an estimate. They are saying something about those things. Yeah. But I think we are in the same range.
Oh, we lost Anna there. Um, thank you. Let's read some of these comments really quickly.
Sure, sure. Put that lady comment, she was saying right.
Yeah, so Salome said, let me see, what should I start over? I don't know much about marriage, but I think from a Bible perspective, sexual incompatibility is not a reason for ending a marriage. But the little understanding from the Bible, marriage is viewed as a covenantal relationship that endures through challenges. The vow says, for better for words, including difficulties in sexual intimacy. And the Bible emphasizes on commitment, mutual growth, and you guys, this life is crazy. I think the importance of working through issues within marriage, and I'm sure sexual incompatibility is the same. I think she continued from there. She also said there was a sermon I watched online about marriage, and the man of God said sexual compatibility is not automatically presented in marriage, which I agree. I agree. It requires communication, patience, and effort to develop over time. So I want to say something today because I know I want Anna to come back because she said something about once you date, you get to know each other and you like it and you're fine. That's why I went back and said I know a lot of people with the whole thing says sex is like fluid, and I agree it changed over time. But when you're in a dating stage, it's like the honeymoon stage, right? Where you're going through the whole phases of that relationship. You're only focused on just both of you. So of course, any moment with each other, you're enjoying that. Now, when you get to the next stage of your relationship where you have, you start to expand the family, you start having children, priorities start to change, that sexual compatibility, in my opinion, start to die down a little bit because you have so many things now you're juggling that in the relationship. Your only focus is whatever moment you can get from each other, you make that work. And some people are so focused on, when we didn't have kids, this is what used to happen. When we didn't have kids, this is I used to enjoy it. And this used to happen, and now it becomes like, well, we're not compatible. I'm saying this because of the example Anna gave. She had a friend that she and her husband together for 10 years, right? She is still stuck, in my opinion, she was still stuck on that dating stage, on that stage that they were on when they were dating. All the fun they were having together, it, especially for women, I don't think women really focus on the actual intimate sex part of it. I think we mostly focus on what happened before you get to that point, like the beginning of it, everything surrounding it. And now, when you're in your marriage, you have kids, is like either let's go to it. If we go to bed, we got to go to work. We have other stuff to take care of. Instead, before, maybe the man will get a bathtub ready. I'm not saying you can't do that while you have kids and stuff like that, but that's not something you're going to be doing all the time. Maybe like special occasion, the person will do that. But most women are so focused on doing something else. So I rest my kid, me let somebody else talk because my kids are disturbing back here.
Okay, so somebody's coming on.
I would like somebody to take on. My daughter's making noise back
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So like she said, I don't think it should be the point for discussion, but I think she's 100% right. Sexual incompatibility is not mentioned to be the reason for which marriage can come. I mean, be terminated. But what is considered in the Bible is cheating. Let's say if you are in adultery, let's say that for sure, adultery. Adultery is different from the sexual compatibility stuff. Me, if you leaving your marriage and getting to a different one, that these are the grounds for termination or for divorce. But sexual incompatibility, mainly, people got to work on, especially if you know that your partner or your partner has some deficiency. There's something you need to work on. There's something that both of you guys have to work on and ensure that that particular aspect is settled so that your marriage can continue. It does not give ground for divorce when we are speaking biblically, or let's say basing on a biblical principle. It does not give ground for divorce. However, as social beings and people who may not understand what we I talking about biblical perspective, that plays a lot on them. When sexual incompatibility is alarming, and merely in a home that people are not patient minded, in a home that people do not care. Their attention is how I get satisfied and stuff like that. I know of some guys who really think me, I can't take nonsense from any guy. You mess with me, I mess with you. And these are things, and vice versa. Okay, some women, some girls will say, look, me, I too small to marry. It's not time for me to marry. I have to be testing the different one. You know, this statement, if they are coming up, you should know that if sexual incompatibility is in the marriage, it will definitely not hold. I mean, you cannot do anything about it. But if you get somebody who really thinks, say, yes, I respect the Bible, I need to read, I need to, you know, get connected with one person, I need to marry a man or a woman, and I should be faithful to that person. You will understand that Bible does not agree just terminating your marriage because of sexual incompatibility. You got to work on it and got to get something moving. You got to get something on course. It's not something. It's not a ground to divorce. So that's why, for me, I think it is. But the discussion, um, we're looking at how. For me, I want to know how what could be the impact, a potential impact when your partner is exceeding your body posture, or let's say your desire. Like for example, you are a female. I mean, you already come down and still your partner is still going now at that point, and at that point, you just don't want to see that person anymore. Okay? And as a male, you're still sexually active, and your partner is saying, hey, I can't take that nonsense. You think I'm an animal? How you will just do me like that? At that point, what can you do? What's the best way to move further to be able to save your marriage?
So let me just come in on that point. I think earlier I talked about it, right? This is almost like for Salome says she talk about communication. She talk about yeah, communication is key, right? If we talk about sexual drive of individual. If one person's sexual drive is higher than the other, they want both of you communicate. And you say, look, Mister, Latin, like your ever netting me, it will. You talk it over it. Communicate. You, Mister, every night you want to claim. I'm not prepared for claiming every night. I can accept it, but not every night. Don't do it in a forced manner. Do it in a respectful manner. Let him understand, or let he or she understand. Let me be right here. That look, this is not how it should go. Let it go this way. But if you just leave it that way and you want to bring it into a forced manner, it's not good.
Mhm.
Let it be communicated. Well, I agree your drive is higher than mine. I'm fighting to cope into it, but it's not working. So can you lower it yours for my sake? Let it be that communication, let it be the understanding between the both of you. But once there is no understanding between the both of you on that one, there will be a problem. Because if you're not communicating, because if you the man, your sexual drive is high and the woman is not that high, but she's not communicating that to you, and you want to continue, and she's not accepting it, it will create a problem. Then you yourself now you say no, me, she don't want agreement, I'll go outside and go feature something else. And when you go outside to feature something else, when you are getting entangled in there, it will bring to a dissolution of marriage, or we have problem happening in your marriage. You the woman, if your own is high too as well, and the man own is not high, and you're trying to talk about the man, say, "Oh, I ain't able to do that thing. I come from where? I've been pushing my cartoon. I come from work. I gotta do S, Y, and Z." At the end of the day, it's not working for him. You lower your own. But if you don't want to lower it, you want to go outside there, and will create another problem. So there should be understanding in the relationship. There should be communication when it comes to that. But once you don't communicate, and it dragging on, actually it will lead to a negative end of the relationship. On a side note,
Thank you.
I know you are not practical to me. I mean, yeah, see, you and sometimes Jimmy,
my man,
you
I
guys,
mean,
you
like
guys
brand, I
want to
mean,
put
move for
that
them,
kind of
man.
diplomacy. I know this is diplomacy, or you guys have y'all want to be more religious on the subject. Look,
No, it's not being religious. It's being practical. It's being
no, I
practical.
come in. I come
It's not
in.
being religious, Peterson.
There
I
is
come into
nothing
your
like
point. You
there
will
is
go.
nothing like communication, in my opinion. In my opinion, to just say, "Look, I will not do." It's not a solution, right? I mean, I want us to be like a solution driven to such an issue. Because if you telling me, say, that thing are not offer it, that thing are not offer, you are not providing a solution. So what could be a positive one?
I
Because yes, yeah, he said a guy is talking about Liberian eminent intellectual. Yeah, he said why he saying.
I think just saying communicate. I think there are different steps going. Maybe um try to find out. I, this is kind of difficult to say because everybody's different, right? I think the goal should be trying to understand your partner body, what gets them there faster, right? And then trying to understand like maybe talk about something more tangible. For example, right? I don't believe in like making a schedule, but if somebody who really wants to be in that activity 3 times a day, so then you ask the question realistically, we both work. How is that going to happen 3 times a day, right? Have a conversation about that. Or is this 3 times a day? Is there going into the weekend if both of you guys are off? Is it an off day? Like come up with something that really works. And if that, then that person needs to get you in the mindset for you to be able to partake into that 3 times a day. Maybe that person can, and you can say, well, maybe sometime I can meet you there, one day out of the week, I can meet you there where we go 3 times a day, right? Or we do 2 times a day. I don't know however way, but I think it's based on the individual, how their relationship and their home is structured, like their work schedule, anything else that's going around, because it's impossible. I will tell you, it's impossible to do that 3 times a day. If you have children, you have a full-time job, unless the woman is a stay-at-home mom. Even I think it's hard as
That
a
would be
stay.
a work, right?
It's
If she
hard,
stay home mind, she that would be a work.
right? I get. But she's a stay-at-home mom and the man works from home. You can find time and how long is that section going to be? I feel like that's the discussion. If it's like, well, 2 times, we just kind of chilling and do stuff, and maybe the final time is where we take it home. That's a conversation where you have with each other. I think it's based on the circumstances
We will
surrounding
you let me know.
and stuff. Because if you don't, then I can see where, and there's a lot of marriages that people just for irreconcilable differences, but the actual reason is a lot of these things, Oh, he wants to go, but I will tell you, women in the beginning is fun and women are interested if it's coming from the men. I will tell you that. It's fun and women or whoever both party is engaged in it. But as time goes on, like I said, once the relationship reaches different course, like different priorities change and it's hard for you to maintain that, and that's where I feel like the person needs to be understanding of it. Let's see what did he say.
So I want to say something right there, right, Fee?
Yeah, let's read the comment section and then we try to close soon today because I have to make it to church early on time. So he says Liberian eminent intellect. I don't know where his Riverside from, so now let me come here. He says sexual compatibility is a myth. I believe that. I really believe that. Great sex is achieved through mutual love, commitment, emotional intimacy, and practice. Sex is designed for marriage, not an what does he say? I guess.
That sex is designed for marriage,
Yes,
not
I
and
agree.
and in inducing not and inducing special what's that
A
super
So
superficial hook up.
I agree. I think once you marry, it's free for all. Enjoy yourself. That's what God created it for, right? And born plenty children. Anybody else have anything to say to that? What else did he say? Oh, this is what he says. Sexual compatibility goes beyond how much someone can turn you on and off. I really don't believe in that turn on and turn off. That statement, oh, you just turn me off. Oh, I'm not turned on. Like, come on. That's just an excuse people use to not like, eat anything they want to do. Spiritually, it also gets into whether your DNA will blend powerfully to create strong offspring. Oh my God, this man.
But do
If you
you do
get
you understand what he means by turn on and off?
you know how most women feels like, when a man do certain thing, it makes them feel like they're in the mood to partake in that section. Like that's what most of the modern women do. Like if you kiss them, oh now I'm in the mood. That's a turn on. So when someone do something that pisses them off or they're not in the mood anymore, it's a turn off.
I see. I Gen Z.
See, right? And then you put your camera on. So Solomon also said, in scriptures he read from the Bible that supports the idea of addressing challenges constructively. Where I think this continue on what she was saying about a minister she got. We're openly discussing preferences and concerns with your spouse to bring understanding. Ephesians 4:15. Also, couple can seek help through Christian counseling. Yeah, and a lot of people don't take advantage of that. Reading biblical teaching or praying together. Also, patience and understanding. He said couples should recognize that intimacy is a journey. I agree, absolutely. That requires time, effort, and mutual understanding, which is First Corinthians 13:4-7. I agree with that. I think a lot of people just expect once you get in a relationship, like let's go to what Anna said, right? Anna said two virgins should be together because they don't know what they're doing, they can both learn together, right? That part where I said learn on the job. And then those who are experienced should be with each other. But then here's the problem. What if I'm more experienced than him or he's more experienced from me? How does that work then?
Is
Right?
that confirmed?
Oh, you guys want me to respond to that? I
Yeah,
mean, if one person is more experienced, they'll teach the other. But I think that you guys have the same, not the same level of experience, but you guys can teach each other, and it won't come off like you're doing too much. Like, let's say somebody that was already not a virgin doing it with someone that's a virgin, the person might feel like they're dirty or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I just think it's something that even if you're not as experienced, you guys can teach each other. I heard someone on the comment section talked about communication, mutual love, all of those things. Yeah, all of those apply, including communication. Like you guys have to teach each other, communicate what you like and what you don't like, try different things, you know. So I think that that applies when I was talking about, you know, two experienced people teaching each other. It does not mean that they have to be equally equipped to do it right. One person can be more experienced than the others, and that's where you guys teach each other and experience more, and then also it adds a little bit of spice to that relationship. It brings.
I was experience and the only person not. So somebody teach someone because I just feel that way. I feel like if somebody else, I think advisably it's better for the men to be experienced than the woman because uh,
That whole thing about what was in our chat room,
uh,
really, like I said, I agree with your lady partly
right,
when it comes to the same biblical, the same Bible perspective, try the religious circle. She's right, and in fact, a lot of churches agreed with that scenario that sex before marriage is not always good, and meaning is not good. And Bible, I mean, people who are biblical pundits will teach you that. But on the other hand, when she left that pace of biblical stuff and start talking about teaching, who teaching this person, who doing this, it make it like leaving the confined side and coming to the broader side. And when
right,
you are entering the broader perspective that you have no control over, you are dislodged right there in a social activities where you get people who are never listening to pastors talking about sex before marriage not good, and you telling the person say uh, you need to not know about relationship. Meet your first person should be the first your virgin, be a virgin, and be a virgin, get married, and your marriage is going to stand. It's like a blind leading to a blind, and there's nowhere they're going. Both of them going nowhere. Okay, and like
right,
Anna said, there are a lot of things you can dodge. The lady could be very innocent about relationship, and everything is good to her, and she might turn out to be somehow indecent in some way. And when that man try to come from somewhere and start saying something different, he gets in bed with that lady, he will be like, wow, what did I put myself to? You know, they, starts talking different thing, because there is a special way that women set themselves up for the men, and it will keep that relationship. I don't care what out there, you won't go out there, you won't stay out there, you will know that you have a woman. But if you think say it should be like that close, and the man come from outside one day and kind of get to know that he have been living, in the garbage site, and just came from a friend house, and the you know what it's going to be like? That marriage is going to end right there, right there. So again, I agree that sex before marriage is not the best one, but there should be education. There should be education. The education all should not be about having sex with another person. But a potential means that we explain how sex is like, how you conduct yourself, what you got to do. Like from my church, you will see the older women, experienced women, having women conferences, talking with women, talking with the younger women that are coming up, because they are teaching those girls do not know about anybody before getting to your marriage. Equally so,
right.
they will tell them how to conduct themselves, how to take care of themselves when they see their husband or they see their partner, what could be best for that relationship. All these things, these trainings are there, and they will train them. But I don't believe in be blunt to everything, and two of you start teaching each other. You will set that particular relationship to a dumping site.
I think everybody just needs to be open minded and ready to
And yes,
from each other. That's what I said. Learn on the job. I think enjoying or being compatible in general, it's all about learning each other and you know. Yeah, I mean, the conversation is killing me. Like being eliminated, you're gonna have to get on this show one day. You you write a lot of stuff. You say I just like women and men conferences like this and lead to a relationship breakdown. Oh Lord. But yeah, anyways, this was a really great topic. Um, I'm glad. I think I learned some things today that I didn't know, and I hope my husband's watching. Yeah, listen to
I didn't know you want to bring that man bloody leave my brain. No, I beg you.
She and Lou will be inside that one.
Leave my brain. No, hold on, hey.
I want she and Lou will be inside. She knows.
me. This small. I feel so serious. uh, can we give a closing statement? Oh, before we leave, you guys, tomorrow, I didn't get any questions from you. I'll give you questions. If you just question,
Yes,
I will send
yes.
questions. I will send questions
I
tomorrow,
was not
tonight,
able
or
to send
tomorrow.
question. This
question
time,
so that way we can be ready. We said 2:30, right?
So tomorrow when we're having a show there anyway.
2:30.
You say you want to make it earlier,
Yeah, 2:30.
2:30 p.m.
So 3:30 p.m.
Okay, that'll be bad. Be okay.
Yeah, so that way we have people calling. But I was thinking the same way. Do you send less than? Can you send $5 to people on same way?
you can. You
Oh, you can
can.
send it. Yeah, you can send it.
You
Yeah,
can
why
do
not?
that. If you want to send like $20, you can choose like $20. But you can send a $5 to somebody.
Or I can let you send it.
Yeah, you can send it. You can send the
What
five
you
dollars
can
to
do,
somebody.
you can send it. You can send. You gotta put my WhatsApp number on it too, so people can reach out to me. Call right. That my number
Yeah.
is WhatsApp. So what you need to do, you can send it. But let
Uh,
end the show. Then we can do that one on it something.
okay.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so my
Nigerian Eminence posted one more thing he said. Most if the women who deny their husbands and partners sex are those from the Pentecost in the name of fasting. No,
those
I can't even say. He said, mind you, these are the people who spend countless of hours praying for a movement.
I mean, do you understand what he says here? I mean, what he's saying here, one way or the other, he's right, but
Yes.
it's just straight up like that. But it's right. You
Yeah.
know, Pentecostal church, when you the Bible or the pastor will let you know that when you are like on the mountain, when you are praying, you should have nothing to do with men or have no sex and what have you. Okay, so he's saying these are people who can deny it, but again, the more to that. Okay, it's not only that, more to that. These are understanding issue. But what the reason I brought that question, maybe I could do it as my closing.
Right.
The reason I brought that question, you know, there are scientifically, I would say there are remedy to those things. But it's just that we can be very adamant when we see our relationship newly. The best thing you could do to avoid those things is to see or to make sure to know if the person's sexual drive is comparable or is in on the same line with yours by doing some medical examination before your marriage. Something like that, it can help you as well. You will know that this person is of this type and this person is like this. You will not be able to deny that person. I mean, you guys will be on the same path, which of course, I don't know whether people have done it for our setting. Other people may do it, but it's not to that level. The next thing is why you just say if you touch it. There should be a point of understanding. Okay, you know very well. I mean, it's something you just don't try to be, saying no to your partner. It's not a right thing to do. That this one for our listener, it's not a right thing to do. Some people, you guys don't know each other, body posture, how your body respond to certain things. So if you telling another person no the first time, the person let it go. The second one no, the person will be thinking about different thing altogether. Maybe you doing something different and coming home lying to that person. Because it's one thing, women when they get satisfied, it's hard for you to make it with them for bed. No, when when the female is like okay, It's not like man, well, you say you play with that person, the person want to come, but in female, it's okay, she's okay. I don't care what you do, you're just wasting your time. So if you are saying no, 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 no to your partner, the partner will start thinking whether you're coming from out and coming in. That will lead to your home getting terminated. So it's good to plan it with your partner, have a time. Yes, this time like this, we can give it in for this, but this time, can we rest at this time? I mean, it can be your own little rule set up that at least at this time, it's just ordinary time. We will not have anything to do at so and so time. Something like that, I want to say, sure they can go along with it. Instead of you just coming on that thing you on there an hour for it today. So in hour for it today, you send the person outside to go look. Yeah, so I think yes, it's a great topic, but yeah, it's deeply social. It's just like we don't have callers yet to. I wish how you call him, River says have come to really touch us more because that man from Grand Pastor County, he know much about what we're talking here. River said know much about what we're talking here.
So what are you trying to tell Pastor people?
I know. No, 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 no. You see, I say you from there. You know much. The men are traditional men. Are what I'm talking here. I mean, a traditional man. We all say a traditional man. He knows much about what we're talking here. So say
You will
no.
try to polish it traditionally. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anna, you want to go before I go? Anna, go ahead. She finally shows her face today.
I think that somebody behind her that forcing her to show her face or daughter.
She finally
I
shows her
you are
face. Hey,
muted
she
or
goes
something
back in
like
the
that.
corner.
It's my daughter that made me show my
I
face today.
know. I know it's your daughter.
Anyways, what was I going to say? I still stand to my point. I think that please try before you join the road. But it does not mean that you cannot be a virgin before you get married. But I definitely think that when you can learn on the job if you're learning with someone together.
Oh,
Thank you, librarian, Eminem, intellectual. Um, I definitely think that you have to communicate. It doesn't, if you're having issues with compatibility in your marriage, you can definitely work it out, talk with your spouse. You guys learn different things, try different things, do not be ashamed. You guys are both, they say when you marry someone, you guys and get intimate, it's a soul tie, right? So it's okay, you guys are one. So teach each other, embrace each other, um, learn to accept each other's flaws. And if you see something that your spouse is doing intimately that you don't like, communicate how it makes you feel. If it hurts, say it hurts. Maybe try something different. But it does. And also, I would like to comment on the longevity of the intimate act. You can still get satisfied even if it's 1 minute, 2 minute. Your man can be a 1 minute man, or your woman can be 1 minute woman, but she will still enjoy it depending on how the foreplay goes, and learn each other's soft spots, learn each other's interests, things that make them get turned on. So I think that once you guys learn and understand each other and communicate, you will have a long lasting marriage. Please do not leave your spouse because of lack of intimacy, because that's not the sole reason why you guys should be together. Just communicate, love each other, support each other. And that's all I'll say. Thank you. And you guys have a lovely night.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. Um, the new is Andrew. There,
Okay, so I mean, thank you, Anna, for your point. But I want to go back on my point. Sorry, I get a little lost at the background, so just a minute. So, like I was saying, right? No, sexual incompatibility is not a valid reason why a marriage must be dissolved. Yes, people should learn on it. If I knew something and my partner does not know it, and we enter into a relationship, I'm gonna teach my partner it. If there's certain thing I like to do and my partner doesn't know how to do it, I teach my partner or she teach me it too as well. But all come with understanding between each and one of both of you, communication between both of you. If there's something that I can do more and you cannot do more, it's for us to discuss it and understand it. But I want to leave with the point. No woman or man should deny his partner in bed. If you do that, it will create a serious problem that will lead to the dissolution of the marriage. So, in my opinion, no matter whatever the situation, you may be mad, but I think when it comes to the bad part, when the person is not abusive in it, you can certify the persons. And then, as the people said, most time, palaver or misunderstanding between a woman and a man can be solved in the bedroom. And then somebody will say, the woman will just wake up. The only time the man will apologize to the man, she will wrong the man, but she will not apologize to the man. She will just go take a shower and come right before you and start to undress herself and try to grease herself. And you the man, you see, or she just kind of lie on rest side you like that. And you the man see whether you will not, your heart will not change. So don't deny your partner in bed. Give them the opportunity to respond to your body. Because sometimes if the way you respond to the person, because there's somebody you're in relationship with the person, just to respond. Just seeing the person alone, you get involved sexually, you get aroused. So nobody should deny each other in bed. Sexual incompatibility is no valid reason for anyone today, tomorrow, to deny his partner or her partner in bed or to create problem for the marriage. No. People should learn there's things in a marriage, in a relationship. People should learn it. If you can, then that means you're trying to find your own problem. On that note, I want to submit and I want to thank everybody for joining the show tonight. I will remain muted until you can close the show from her end.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I hope everybody learned a little tip that man just gave me the answer.
Oh, yep, yep, yep.
All the ladies watching, make sure you listen to what he said. If he mad, just go see by can rub grease next to him. But anyways, this was a very interesting topic. I really enjoyed it talking to everybody and learning different things. I think it's something that in our community we don't want to talk about sex. I I feel like one of the reasons people in the Western world really enjoy intimacy with their partner is because of how, open they don't make that conversation so uncomfortable and they're able to have that conversation. So I'm glad that we're in a space that we can talk about it now and the world is changing. So my point is I agree with everybody. You should not dissolve your relationship because of just not being compatible in bed. I think that's something that we all create in our mind because it's a journey. And like somebody said, it's a journey and you have to learn with each other. And I'm still stuck on this thing where every stage of your life is going to be different. And you have to be willing to, you know, work around whatever stage of your life you're in. And you both have to be patient, have empathy and understanding of each other, whatever is going on. Just communicate, just both of you guys. And if you feel like you can't communicate, talk to somebody who is a professional that can really get you guys back on track. But I really do believe two people, when it comes to intimacy, I think two people can really solve that issue, unless someone is just way out there and just doing some ridiculous stuff. With that being said, please don't break your relationship because of sexual incompatibility. incompatibility. And don't go break up and not just use sexual incompatibility. Don't say irreconcilable differences because of that. Try to listen to each other, like what everybody else says, and like and
It may stay 5 minutes. Don't overlook him. Don't say like, hey, you can do no.
now not 1 minute man. And if it's someone who been hanging out with other people that they go over, 500 hours, man, you better stop. It's laughing. You better not. He's not a human being. He got something that he took. On that, always eat chicken. On that note, eat chicken. Don't eat rice. Just eat chicken. That's all Liberian eminence said. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our viewers.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
uh, eminence Salome. That was some really great insight you gave us. And those information with the Bible verses. When in doubt, just pray. God will give you idea and talk to your partner. With that being said, thank you guys. Thank
Thanks.
you here tomorrow, 2:30. If you're in Liberia, let me tell you what's happening here tomorrow. We're doing Bible trivia. Basically, we give you Bible questions, you give the answer, and you win some cash. So make sure you come on. Tell everybody to come on tomorrow. 2:30. I don't know what time that is in Liberia. It's 2:30
Two
here.
thirty will be 7:30 in p.m. in Liberia.
Okay. So in the
Are
evening,
you going to, how are you going to do that? Are you going to have a local radio station or?
no, we're gonna
No,
rely.
we'll just do it. We'll just do it live. I will share it on my page. You can share it on your page, and
Yeah,
then
Yeah,
we say everybody can. That's what we need to do.
we've
I
been
may
trying.
not, I may not be present in the program. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I have a meeting tomorrow at 12:30. I'm hoping that will end before I jump onto the live. It just came up like randomly, so but we should be okay. I should be on. I'll have both things set up. I'll just be on that meeting once, and then I'll just mute it and jump to the other one. But it should be an hour, hopefully. But yeah, for now, we're going to do this every last Saturday, every last Sunday of the month. So, and we've been trying to get on the radio since last year, but we never followed through on that. But we'll see how this year goes by the grace of God. So this will be our first one. Invite your friends, invite your family. It's not much, but we're going to try it out and see how it goes tomorrow. I will repost the flyer tomorrow with the WhatsApp number on there. So all you have to do, join the show. You guys make sure when you come to answer the question, click follow. You have to follow all the pages. Okay? Click follow, give your answer, we write your name down, and boom, you get your data money on your phone. Okay? So tomorrow we see you guys on here. Thank you, Peterson. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Anna. Thank
Key.
Call us.
you.